think I want more arugula. You already here? Oh my god. This video we're going to make amazing focaccia. So I think we can start. Oh, in this video we're going to make it very simple. My favorite bread, focaccia. You can enjoy it with a salad, charcuterie or cheeses, whatever you want with. But make sure to let me know in the comments below. So it's going to be very simple and easy. We're going to create the dough, shape it, bake it. Yeah? And after that we're going to enjoy it with a mortadella or like a prosciutto. So stick until the end. And for the dough itself, I'm going to tell you and explain you everything. We're going to create like 65-70% hydrated dough here because in the end, before baking and everything, we're going to add semolina, yeah, to give it a crust, color, and different texture in the flavor. So we're going to add extra 5-10% of water. Usually focaccia is like 60%. We're going to do 70 because the semolina itself is drying product. You know, like pasta and everything is dry fast with the semolina. And it's going to be the beautiful ratio that we're going to need. So we're going to start with the flour, salt. Make sure to use fine salt in the dough, gross salt on top. Yeah. Water 70%, as I said. We have 600 grams of flour, roughly. Yeah. And you have all the ingredients and the method of cooking in the description below. So whenever you have time, you can check it out. For the water, I'm using most of it room temperature and a bit of the touch hot water to allow the yeast and everything activate faster. Yeah, we're going to activate the yeast in the water. Yeah, all the yeast there with a touch, not too much. It's not usually in the recipe. Sugar. Yeah, sugar is the food of the yeast, and we're going to add also some of the flour, just a little bit. Yeah, just for a touch. Mix everything. Make sure everything is dissolved and mixed together very good. Yeah. Now, create a hole in the middle. Yeah. We're going to add also olive oil. And we're going to add the water with everything. Start mixing until you have a rough mix of the dough. When you start with the dough, by adding the water with the flour and everything, don't try to mix it with your hands. Yeah, it's going to be very sticky and doesn't worth it because after that you're going to start washing your hands and everything and you're losing product here. Just do it with a fork or something until you have like rough shape. Now we're going to start kneading it from the sides of the bowl to the middle, pressing it a little bit and bringing everything together. Yeah, and let's move to the other table to start kneading it, creating a little bit of gluten and letting it rest. Here it's going to be much easier. Yeah. Now, when everything is roughly comes together, put it on the table. Yeah. Take all of this flour. We want everything to come together to a rough shape. Now, when you have the rough dough already done, everything is nice and firm. We need to create the gluten. Yeah, so we need to create the gluten. So the dough is going to rise and all the air and everything is going to stay inside. Yeah, otherwise everything is going to go outside the dough and it's not going to rise properly. But you cannot knead it because it's like 70% water hydration. Again, it's going to start sticking to your hands. It's already starting. Yeah, but I have a small trick. We add a little bit less olive oil at the beginning. Now we're going to work with regular vegetable oil, and in the end we're going to finish with more oil. You know, instead of adding the oil, all of it at once at the beginning and after that in the end, you know, we're cutting the percentage. We're using just 10% in the recipe for the beginning to give the flavor to the dough. Now we're going to add vegetable oil, and in the end more olive oil. So we're going to put oil on our hands. Yeah, nicely, and now the dough is not going to stick. So now we're going to start kneading it for 4 to 5 minutes. Very nice, yeah. And if the dough is soaks all the oil, add a little bit more. Don't add too much oil at the beginning. Add a little bit by a little bit, you know, stage, and after that, it's going to be perfect. When you come to the point that the dough is start to stick quite often to the table, and it's already shiny and nice, we have the gluten, we have everything, we are ready to let it pour for the first time, yeah? Bring everything to the middle, yeah, like we usually do. We're going to put some oil in a bowl, yeah, nicely. Take all of this dough, create like a type of ball, yeah, so it's going to rise nicely, and put it into the bowl. We're going to let it poof now. First time, a little bit oil on top also, so the dough is not going to go dry so quickly. About 40 minutes, 1 hour, yeah? When the dough, oh my God, rose, amazing. Almost triple in size, yeah? Very nice, very fluffy, yeah? I call it fluffy. We're going to shape it into the focaccia, let it rest and poof second time, and after that, just to bake it. So, tray, yeah? Well, I'm using parchment paper, so the tray is not going to get dirty more than it is already, yeah, but still. And so it's going to stick less. So, olive oil, a little bit on the parchment paper. Now we're going to put semolina. Nice amount, don't be shy, because it's going to start soaking the olive oil. We have the tomato cherries, we're going to cut them in half, yeah, and we're going to mix them with olive oil, a little bit of the ground salt to give them a taste, with rosemary. Put a little bit of olive oil on your hands and start stretching the dough. Now we're going to put olive oil, a little bit water, and allow everything to penetrate. Press the cherry tomatoes into the dough, so when the dough is going to rise and bake also in the oven, they're not going to fall, you know? This way they are going to be inside the dough in a certain way, yeah? Also, try to put the cherry tomatoes on the cut to the top, so it's going to caramelize, you know, all the juices that we have in the cherry tomatoes that we mix now with the olive oil and also with the salt. And I'm marinating the rosemary with the olive oil and the cherry tomatoes. You have the juices also from the cherry tomatoes. Because if you're going to put just the rosemary on top and you put it into the oven, which is already going to be preheated to 220 degrees Celsius or 380 Fahrenheit, it's going to burn, you know? The rosemary is not going to give its flavors before it's going to burn. It's going to just burn. So when you put in the olive oil, you're caramelizing the rosemary also, and you're giving it flavor to the focaccia itself. So now, beautiful. Yes, salt, nice amount, you know, and touch of semolina. Believe me, the semolina makes the difference. And we're going to let it poof second time. We're going to use like a clean bag to cover it, so it's not going to dry. And after letting it poof second time for about 40 minutes, then using the fingers, yeah, press a little bit more. If you need, give it final drizzle of olive oil and bake it in a preheated oven already to 220 degrees Celsius. Also, if you like this type of recipes and you like the flavors, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, give it a boost and help to grow the channel also. Thank you. So let's put it into the oven and see the final result. Oh my God, now just time to enjoy. So, arugula, mortadella, as I said, prosciutto, beautiful. Crust, and can you hear it? Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. So, semolina, a little bit from the bottom. Time to take a look. Now, just time to enjoy. So, I'm going to take it in a moment when you're going to leave, yeah? So, let me know how you find this recipe and the amazing focaccia itself. Also, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to this channel. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm Andre, this is ThinkOFood.